Now moving on, we will talk about the features of social norms. First is origin of social norms. There are certain norms such as folkways, customs and traditions, etc., which are not planned. They emerge from the natural course of behaviors and practices. So what have they said? That there are certain rules and regulations like folkways. Folkways meaning stories and stories which are told to us in singing form. Those are folkways. So folkways, customs, traditions, all these things are those rules and regulations which are not planned, but over the life, when the human beings move ahead in life, according to our behavior, they come up in the society. Okay, they are not planned, but it depends on how we human beings behave. According to that, your traditions, your customs, your folkways and all these things come out. So these are natural and they are not planned. They emerge from natural course of behavior and practices. Planned norms. Planned at least something which you plan, something which you think about and make on your own. Are rules of any big administrative unit. Big administrative unit એટલે કે મોટું organization like bank, educational institutions, acts formed by the state. Okay, so all these are the planned rules and regulations which people sit down, look at the society and then they plan out that okay, these will be the rules and regulations. So every school has its rules and regulations which are planned by the people. Okay, banks have rules and regulations which are planned by the people. So all these things are planned, they are thought about, they are planned properly. Okay, all the acts are what? All the rules and regulation of a particular country or a particular state. So all those things are planned. For example, legislative institutions such as state assembly or parliament enact various laws thoughtfully and in a planned way and in accordance with the constitution of the nation, such as acts preventing female infanticide and dowry. So here they have said that any legislative institutions, okay, that is any government institutions like state assembly એટલે કે આપણા સપોઝ ગુજરાત સ્ટેટ છે તો એની ગવર્મેન્ટ કે નેશનલ લેવલ ઉપર that is Delhi government, what decisions do they take, what laws, what rules do they come out with, it affects all of us. Okay, and whatever rules and regulations are taken by the state એટલે ગુજરાત ગવર્મેન્ટ જે રૂલ્સ એન્ડ રેગ્યુલેશન બનાવશે એ આપણને લાગુ પડશે, આપણને એફેક્ટ આવશે. અને જે નેશનલ લેવલ ઉપર રૂલ્સ એન્ડ રેગ્યુલેશન્સ બનાવશે that is also going to affect us. So all these rules and regulations, they are planned according to the constitution of the nation. What is a constitution? Constitution is a big book that has all the rules and regulations of a particular country. So based on that, all the government at a state level or at a national level, they form their rules and regulations. For example, there is a rule wherein female infanticide and dowry is not allowed. Female infanticide એટલે જ્યારે છોકરું બાળક પેટમાં હોય અને એને મારી નાખે, that is called female infanticide. Okay, so that is not allowed. Killing of a child when the child is in your stomach is not allowed, and taking of dowry is something which is not allowed in India. Next is learned through the process of socialization. Social norms are not inherited. One needs to learn from them. So you are not born in a way that you already know the rules and regulations. No. Slowly when you grow up, when you talk to people around you, when you make friends, when you form connections with your family, you come to know about various rules and regulations which are there. One needs to learn them. So we learn all the rules and regulations. An individual learns them through the process of socialization led by the family into which she or he is born, and other individual and friends and the surrounding atmosphere. So socialization is a process through which we form connections with people, we form relations with people. For example, when the child is born, the first attachment the child will have is towards mother. So that is called socialization. Through obviously the child is not able to speak, but the child will cry, the child will make noises. So that is their way of communication. When you grow, you socialize, you talk to the people in your family, and that's how you form relations with the people in your family, in school, or anywhere around when you go. So first, the family you are born in, this is where you are taught about rules and regulations. Then when you go ahead, when you are with your friends, you learn different kind of rules and regulations. So you learn rules and regulations through the process of socialization. Family, friends, neighborhood, school, means of communication acquaint the individual with norms and teaches how to follow them. In the childhood, norms are internalized by following the rules of the games while playing. So what are they saying? That family, friends, your neighborhood, your school, how you communicate with people, all these things, okay, lead you to learn various rules and regulations which are there. When you are small, when you are a child, what rules and regulations do you learn? You learn the rules and regulations of different games you play, right? Like Santa Kukdi, you play chain. So all these games na rules and regulations you are taught by your friends. Okay, so that is the first step towards learning rules and regulations, that is socialization. Third is relations with cultural values. Variation exists in cultural values of different societies. Similarly, we find variation in culture values of the society at a different time. So they are saying that in every society, okay, we all have different cultures, right? Hindu culture is different than Muslim culture is different than Christian culture. So according to culture, rules and regulations are there. Some things might be not allowed in my culture, but in other culture it is allowed. For example, in Kshatriya culture, love marriage outside the caste is not allowed. Okay, but in let's say in Christians, it is allowed. They can marry anybody if outside their caste. So this is what it is. From culture to culture, the rules and regulations changes. There is variation. Variation meaning differences. Okay. For example, there are rules in Hindu society restricting man and women's relation, while in this regard, tribal society have liberal norms. So if you see a Hindu society, a man and a woman before marriage cannot have relations. Okay, that is sexual relations or any sort of relations. But in tribal community it is allowed. Okay, they can have sexual relations before marriage. So according to society, culture to culture, rules do change. You do see differences. In earlier times, parents had final say in the relation of marriage to their son or daughter. But now elders or parents give importance to choice, liking or preference of a son or daughter to be married. So what they have given you one example is that in olden culture, for a girl to marry, she could not choose whom she wants to marry. But now, because our culture has little bit changed, the girl has a choice on whom she wants to marry. She can take her own decision. Fourth, universality and variety. Social norms are universal as they help in sustaining the social relations between human beings. So social norms or rules and regulations are universal. You will find this in every society. There are rules and regulations in India, there are rules and regulations in America, in Britain, in France, in everywhere. So everywhere around the universe there are rules and regulations. Okay? And they help. And why are these rules and regulations there? So that we human beings can live in peace in the society and form good relations with other human beings. However, with universality, there is variety among them, such as customs, ethics, fashion, manners, etc. of a state, acts of a state, etc. So they are saying though rules and regulations are there universal, though they are there everywhere, yet you will see some variety or some differences in rules and regulations when it comes to customs. Ethics means values. Okay. Fashion, rules and regulation of a particular state. All these things, you will find differences or you will find variety. Now the fifth one, evaluation of behavior and form of punishment. Social norm assess the human behavior as right or wrong. So rules and regulations are made so that you know that okay, this behavior is right, this behavior is wrong. Evaluation means judging. Okay. judging the behavior and the form of punishment. So you judge what kind of behavior it is, and then you say, okay, I'm going to punish this person. Okay, so rules and regulations are there in the society so that you know which behavior of yours is right and which behavior of yours is totally wrong. Each norm has a mode of punishment for those who violate it. So for every rule and regulation you break, you get punishment. Light or informal punishment is given for violation of norms such as folkways, and for violations of norms like act, one faces form of punishment by court. So what are they saying? That light meaning वो ओछी के informal એટલે what, see, there are two things, formal and informal. Okay, informal means કે જ્યારે હું તમને punishment આપું પણ મને ગવર્મેન્ટે નથી કીધું તમને punishment આપવા માટે, but I am giving you punishment. So light and informal punishment is given when you break the rules and regulations of your culture. Let's say कि I belong to a Kshatriya culture. If I break a particular rule and regulation of my community or of my caste, then I will get punishment from my caste people. Okay, which is light and informal. Government has not said anything. Okay, but let's say there are rules and regulations of the government which I break, like different acts, different laws. If I break them, then I have to go to court, I have to go to jail, I have to pay a fine. Okay. Owing to normative system, we find communication between members and stability and an order of the society. So why are there rules and regulations in the society? So that balance in the society remains, so that people can live a peaceful life. Okay, that is why there are rules and regulations in the society.